Welcome and a thank you for joining today. These are always just a great way to start a week, a day, a month, whatever it is. And even though we're a week into April already, this meditation today is going to be around the theme focus. So, whether that might be setting a focus, whether that might be honing your focus, retuning or sharpening a focus, whatever that is. Hopefully, today's meditation will help with that. And typically, I like to give some overall guidance for meditation since I know not everybody is at the same level or comfort or experience, but meditation is a practice. It's something that you develop over time. It is a muscle. So the more that you are able to practice your meditation, the more second nature it becomes. But for today, since this is a guided meditation, you can focus on the prompts that I'm going to be giving you throughout the meditation. If you're in the car or you're somewhere where you can't close your eyes and shut down all of your other senses, you can focus on some of the cues that I'm going to give you, and there will be prompts to be repeating things in your mind or um, sort of reiterating things to yourself, which can also help that mindfulness and almost serve as a moving meditation. I have meditated in the car in heavy traffic many times before, and it has been very helpful. So if you are able to, you can find your comfortable seat. You can relax your body, relax your mind, acknowledge the space around you, really note where you are, feel comfortable, confident, safe in your space. And then make sure that as many of the distractions as you're able to limit are either turned off or are put into some sort of a non-disturbing mode. So radios, as many electronics off as possible. I even like to tell people to put their pets in a separate room because sometimes those are the distractions that we cling to. So once you have your space cleared, you can just start to sink into your body. When you are able to, if you're able to, you can close your eyes or just relax your gaze. Allow your body to sink into this moment. And we will start with some breath work. So, allowing yourself to become more mindful, become more present to start with. If you are not comfortable shutting your eyes, or even if you feel like you're not in a state where that's serving you today, it's okay. You can allow yourself just to relax, follow the prompts, allow yourself to take a moment of pause. This is your time. You set aside the time today, which is a wonderful gift for yourself. This is as much a self-care practice as anything. So allow yourself to be here for this next 20 minutes. I will keep a clock watch for you. You don't have to worry about going over the 8:30 mark. I will stop us before then. So allow any concerns or worries about time, place, situation, to-dos, things like that to fall away. And if you're able to close your eyes, allow your eyes to fall shut or just to rest and relax. And sink in to your body for this moment and become aware of the space around you. If you can shift your senses from one to another, allowing your attention to take in each sense, your sense of touch, noticing how supported you are, noticing every place that your skin comes into contact with a surface or a texture. If there's a breeze, And allow your breath to start slowing, start relaxing as you shift your focus to your sense of smell. Taking in and noticing, noting, and not judging or attaching to any particular scent that you might experience, but more observing it, taking any sensation that your senses take in through this time as more just a note of curiosity as an observer. Noticing if there is anything stimulating your sense of smell, whether it's the smell of a lotion you put on earlier, an air freshener, the wind. You're outside, you can notice the smell of a forest or grass. But giving all of your attention to this sense of smell. And then shifting that sense focus to your sight. If your eyes are closed, even just noticing where the light might fall behind your eyelids, giving you a little different sensation. Your eyes are open, just noticing, noting what your eyes fall on, taking in any colors, any lightness, darkness. Non-reactive, meaning that you don't feel the pressure, that the stimulus of whatever you might see is going to put on you. You're not going to feel that urgent anxiety or triggered response that something might cue up in your mind, but instead you're just going to let those thoughts go. Giving yourself permission to not react to the triggers, to the memories, to the ideas. Instead, just to let them go and observe them as though you're watching leaves in a river. Let them pass by. And then shift your attention to your sense of taste, noticing any tastes that you might be observing, any sensations, whether it's from that cup of coffee or whatever you've eaten at your last meal. And again, not putting attachment and weight and judgment on it as a good taste, a bad taste, but just noting the sensation. Giving your focus to this sense of taste. Before you shift it to your sense of sound, your hearing, observing the sounds that come at you from multiple levels, both close by in your immediate space as well as far beyond you in the distance. And for now, just allow that focus to reach out to the utmost edges of your hearing and observe those sounds, those sensations, cataloging them as a series, but not attaching to them, not worrying about them, just observing them. And as you listen, start to bring that attention closer in, allowing your focus to be on your more immediate space. Allowing the sounds in your nearby space to call all your attention. And then notice the sounds of your own breath, your own heart. And bring your attention to the breath. And just notice the sound and sensation of your breath in your body, the air as it fills your lungs. And then exhale, noticing the sound and sensation of that air as it leaves your body. And go from that observer standpoint to a more controlled participant where you take very intentional breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, sinking farther into yourself in this moment. Giving all of your attention to your breath. Noticing any shifts or additional sensations that stem from the breath. That's a feeling throughout your body as you take these deep, cleansing breaths of air, allowing them to fill your lungs, your body, your mind, not just with oxygen, but with a sense of new opportunity. Allowing your breath to dominate your purpose and your intention in this moment, because you are just present right now. This is not a list of tasks you have to do or thoughts you have to categorize and memorize. This is just being here in this moment, knowing that the world is going on around you, but your focus is on the present. Your attention is consumed in this moment. And you can see, whether with your eyes or your mind's eye, the energy swirling around you in the world. Everybody having their own purpose and intention, knowing that yours is to simply be here in this moment, to be relaxed, to be still, to be thoughtful, to be quiet. Focus on really taking some longer breaths now, as your breathing rhythm should be slowing with these intentional breaths. Elongate each inhale, pause, and then stretch that exhale, pushing out every last bit of breath, every little bit of used air. Allow your body to capitalize on each of these deep, deep breaths. Pulling everything that your body needs to be strong. And then releasing that old air, pushing it back out to be re-energized. Allow your attention to sink more into your minds. Allow your attention to move into that inner place where you have that voice and sense of self, that knowing of who you are. That place where you might have conversations with yourself, that might be the voice that you hear in your mind or in your heart. But that place that is distinctly you, where you know if you have a question, you can go. If you have a true desire, you know it's where it's going to stem from. Behind the layers of ego, behind the layers of concerns and doubt, but just as close to that central part of yourself where you know instinctually what you want and need. And just focus on that point, that center point of yourself. And you can ask yourself, who am I? A question that may ring through your mind as new or so very familiar. Who am I? What do I want? What is my purpose? Sit with that for just a moment, allowing your breath to return to a normal cadence as your focus on that innermost point of you sits in stillness. And as the thoughts that are inevitably wanting to spill forward and answer each question start to build up, give yourself permission to release those thoughts. Let them fly, let them rush out, but don't attach to any one. Allow them to just come forth, make note of them, and then let them move on. And in your mind, you can start to repeat the mantra, so hum. So hum, meaning I am. So hum. So hum. Seeing the words in your mind, feeling in your mind what the vibrations of saying each sound brings up. So I am. And like the beginning of a conversation, note what comes forth to complete that thought, what comes forth moved by that idea, as you just continue to repeat in your mind, so the vibrations of those sounds can fill your mind, reverberating across every bit of space, across every substance, across every mile in your mind. So and just sit with the sounds brought up by this statement of I am, allowing yourself to focus on one concept, one thought, one idea for breaths. So I am. Continue to repeat the mantra a few more times in your mind, allowing the sensations in your mind to settle. So, and sitting just for a moment in complete silence, releasing the mantra, releasing the thoughts, and allowing any particular intention that may have sparked during your response, your repeated asking of or statement of I am. Allowing any intention statement to come forth. And use that sharpened sense of focus. Anything that might have triggered an idea, a purpose. Make note of what showed up for you today. Anything that resonated so strongly that your thoughts didn't just appear, but like a gong, they felt well placed. They felt true. This is a focus for you. This is a rallying point that aligns with your innermost understanding of who you are, what you want, and what you're here to do. Focus on that intention and allow that to be your guide through your day, through your week, through your month. And as you bring your attention back to the room around you, into your body, into this present moment, know that this intention is going to be in that center point. It's going to be there in your heart and your mind, and it's going to be there for you to call upon and to sharpen your attention on whenever you need it. And then when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes, taking that sharpened intention, that deep aligned understanding of how you move forward with you as you open your eyes. And now you can take this intention, you can take this focus with you into your day, into your week. You can try this meditation out on other days, maybe where you're feeling your mind's scramble and cloud, whatever it might be. Give yourself that extra time to really sink into what it is that you want to put your attention on. What do you want to drive forward? What do you want that focus to be? Where should that drive be? Checking in with yourself and realigning your focus is sometimes your best path forward. When you're feeling confused, when you're feeling overwhelmed, it is one of my favorite ways to really reaffirm what I'm doing and feel much more sure in my next steps. So I hope this meditation was that for you as well. Please feel free to let me know. You can respond to me via emails. I'm on social. And of course, if you want to comment on this meditation, feel free to do so. And I will see you for the next meditation Monday in May. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day and we'll talk soon.